thumbs up. Let's go. So we're going to the front gate.
Well, at first, let's just say that we both have a microphone today. I can't
Awesome.
believe it.
People can hear us.
Miracle.
Hey, can I switch sides with you?
Huh? Yes.
This is my better side, Amanda.
And he's already a peeing on everything.
This is my better. This is my good side.
Okay.
I get a suntan on this side. Sun's always that way.
Okay, if you say so.
Whatever.
Whatever. So it's rained, as you can see, some rain.
You're gonna have to walk through the lake.
Oh no.
So this was 200,000 square feet of concrete when we bought this.
Yeah.
7 years ago, 8 years ago, right?
Yep.
And it was $180,000 for 34 acres and 200,000 square feet of concrete. We paid 180 grand.
We did 180,000.
And the city gave it to us at a $3,000 a month, $20,000 down.
Yeah.
And we paid it off.
Yeah.
All this was under roof at one time with Firestone plant.
Yeah.
So when it rained, you never had this problem.
That's right.
The reason it's all busted up is because the guy that went bankrupt with the Firestone, they left this concrete go for years, and it rained and froze and froze and rained, and it cracked the top layer of all the concrete. So even though it's not perfect for us, it's better than we could have never afforded to pour concrete like we have here. So it was, even though it's rough, it's been a massive blessing, you know?
Let me get over here and just take the cruising lane here.
But for us to come here and the city offer us this project, you know, this property for $180,000. All right.
This was great. And too, I just want to kind of go over, we did the video last night. It went really good. Everybody loves seeing all the different homes that we do.
Yeah. When I came out there, I seen them. I thought, man, we got
pretty cool.
We got some cool homes.
Yeah, we do.
All right. That guy in that green shirt's going to take over the show.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. He's a mess.
He's going to take over.
He's a mess. And, you know, I'm distantly related to him. So I'm getting that worked out too. So.
Well, he says I'm a brother from another mother.
He does say that. Randy, here, I'm going to go ahead and give you this because he's going to need to take over. Oh, sugar. Hold on.
Let me get it.
No. Where did... No.
Yeah, let me dig on it. What do you got there, Amanda?
Where did it...
Whoa, there it is. How did that fall through there?
Just, well, listen, it ain't Sunday, so...
Bernstein.
Listen, this ain't church, it's work, okay?
Hey, here's a microphone.
Oh.
Hey. He's our Gypsy wagon maker.
I thought
He's more than that. He's more
Man,
than
I can't
that.
look at you. You're blinding me with that
What
shirt.
do you want me to do with it?
Here, let me see here.
I ain't got nothing to hold it up.
No.
You ain't got nothing for it to fall through.
No, you do. You're good. You're all good. She said you guys are distant relatives.
Oh, I don't.
My memo was a hers.
He's probably related to about everybody. You know what?
The Bundrins and all that crowd up there.
Yeah.
That's my family.
Claiborne County?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
family.
You got the Bundrins?
My memo was Martha Jane Hurst.
Ah,
Yeah. Her
Martha
brother
Jane.
was A.G.
A.G.
A.G. Hurst.
that was your second cousin on the left side.
Yeah, on the left side.
We don't talk about that.
No. I got a few of them. You know what?
Yeah.
Who is he, Randy?
This is Bernstein Hurst. Hurst Trailers. He builds all of our trailers and
Stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
I can call Bernstein. I said, I got an idea. He goes, all right, shoot. And within 5 minutes, we've designed it. He's all right, it'll be there Thursday. Oh, look at that, Amanda.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Look at this. No way.
Yep, that's the Gypsy wagon.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that cute little thing.
Turned out good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Sure did.
Wow.
Talk about it, Randy.
So this is
Well,
cool.
he don't know what he's talking about, so I'll talk.
Talk. What do we do here?
Okay. This is a 14-foot trailer that includes a 4-foot porch. It has a 80-inch by 10-foot spacing for you to live in. It's 7 feet tall with an arch ceiling. It's got a 5-foot tongue if you want to put a box up here to put stuff in. And it'll have a 4-foot porch on the back here that's got the flooring down, ready for the flooring to go on. And then Randy can talk from there on.
Hey, how much you think it weighs?
How much does that weigh?
Yeah.
Probably 600 pounds.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah. maybe
Really?
600 or 700 pounds. Yes, sir.
That we're trying to shoot for
Yes.
about 2,500 pounds. When
The
we're all
heaviest
done.
part about it is the axle and tires.
I know it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to make this all out of aluminum or something, how much weight you think it'd save? Just 150 pounds?
150 pound maybe, but the price would go up 3 times as high.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure would.
Wow. Now, do we have brakes on them?
No,
No brakes.
no.
Okay. Don't need them on a light trailer, do you?
I don't think you would need it on that. That's lighter than a lawnmower when you get it done.
I got
if
you.
you consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the tongue ratio, with that porch, that's not going to throw the hitch off, is it?
No, I moved the axle way up to where that it pulls good. And you said you're not going to put but maybe 1,000 pound on it.
I'm going to try to do.
And so if you do 1,000 pound, it's like I said, no heavier than a lawnmower, and the axles are actually sitting up farther on this trailer than they would a utility.
So you got them up more this way?
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
1, 2, and it's wired.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Lights. everything.
lights in the fenders.
She said wired.
wired.
It's wired.
He knows what I mean.
Yeah, wired.
It's wired. Yep.
Yep.
So we got brake lights.
Yep.
Everything.
I put all that in tubing to where that it. won't
Man, to get this view
Won't-
how
won't-
it goes out. Now listen, for him to make that angle and everything, I mean, he had to do some bohonkish ciphering, we call it.
Is this the first one you've made like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, gosh. That is something. And look at the porch.
Yeah.
So what he did is he turned his cross seals, we call them cross seals,
Okay.
he turned them this way so we can put wood on it.
One
and you got a
inch.
wood deck on it.
One deck. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got a wood deck. Here's your door, your 2 windows. Now think about this. You got a bed back here, right?
Yeah.
That can fold down.
Yeah.
Now you fold it back up.
Got a
This
lot
is
of
your
room.
table. Look at all this room.
Yeah.
I know it's small, but like a camper, right?
Yeah.
You still got room for a couple chairs. You got the countertop we talked about, and the countertop's only going to be about 13 inches wide
Right.
with a sink, shelves, window, front door, 2 windows, an arched roof. Oh my gosh, this is going to be beautiful.
You can't beat that.
What I
And
like-
too, and something that I want to point out is that the tires are not something speciality that you have to get somewhere fancy.
No.
No, they're just regular tires.
They're just regular tires, and you can get them anywhere, anytime. If you have a flat, then you're not having to go somewhere and get a little bitty tar or something that's special.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things about like RVs, their stuff is so special,
Mhm.
you have to order it or
Yeah.
they don't have it. You
Yeah.
don't have to do that with this.
Yeah.
Yep. Now the panels will sit right on the inside of this fender, right? So it's going to look real nice and clean. Right here, you got your wall come up, you got your flip up window, your bed, another countertop with a window. I think this is going to, I got the guys, we're going to build the walls right now as soon as we pull
Are
it back in
you?
there. Yeah, we're ready to go. Yep. Thank you, Bernstein.
All right.
Real quick, talk about his background, just real quick. I mean, he's
We
been
don't-
doing this.
we
just
don't
a
wanna
couple of
talk about
years.
that.
You can't get into that,
Just
Amanda.
a couple of years he's been doing this, right?
Just a few.
50-something years. And, Randy and I have been together ever since we were both broker. But,
Broker.
yeah, we do a lot of stuff together, and you guys have really been a great blessing for us, and we appreciate you. But we're looking forward to doing a whole lot more and seeing things done. But our background is I've worked in steel all my life, and I make money building trailers and spend it farming. And so that's why we stay broke. Randy makes money building trailers and spends it on lots and logs and stuff. So, but it's just a wonderful business for us. You all are a wonderful business for us, and we appreciate you very much. And thank you for all you have done.
Well, we appreciate you too, Bernstein, and the connection was probably God sent, because I'm telling you, you both complement each other very well. How do people get a hold of you if they want a trailer?
Well, my wife will skin me if she hears me this way, but I always start out with BR549.
Me too. Yep.
We know what that means.
Yeah.
865-585-5729 is the way to get me day or night. I'll answer you anytime except church time. But again, thank everybody for all they do.
He can build anything, you name it, he can build it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be standard, whatever. And if you don't even know what you want, he'll figure it out.
And too, in Bernstein, I have never known Randy to call and need something and it wait months
No.
or weeks.
No.
Ever.
No. We tried to take care of each other.
Yeah.
We sure do.
So
And
what was the biggest challenge on this? Was them angles?
the angle? Yeah.
How are you going to systematically do that, like on assembly and get?
Well, I made a jig for the trailer yesterday, and
Okay.
so the next one that comes through, it'll just sit in that jig and they'll put it together. So, you know,
Nice.
you got to get the right angle and everything to make it work, and that's what took me. It took as long to build a jig as it did to build a trailer, but we had to figure out the formula for the distance and all
Right.
first. But just
That'll speed everything up on
Yeah.
the next and the
Yeah.
next one. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I like it. And you know, it's actually, Amanda, the top of this is actually a lot wider than most Gypsy wagons you see. They're almost even more narrower and all this. So there's some good room in here. And I can see that arched on here right
Yeah.
now.
I
You
think
know?
that'd be good. I like that.
Now,
And that, Amanda, that was my idea.
There you go, Randy.
yes.
Hey, it was.
Yeah.
Tell her, Randy.
It was his idea.
Yeah, there you go. The arches was my idea. He wanted us to make them out of metal, and I said, you need to make them out of wood. And
Yeah.
it'll be
So we're
much
going to build
prettier.
them rafters. I'm going to cut them right now. I'm going to the shop. I'm cutting them out and setting them up on here.
Today.
Well, this angle iron, let me just point out the strength in this home, because that angle iron, what'll happen is we'll cut them rafters and it'll sit right in that angle iron, right?
Yes.
So this is a substructure under what we're doing. So we're going to cover this up. We're going to put our foam here, our foam inside here. So this will be on the outside.
Okay.
Now, we could leave that because he's painted it pretty, or we can pop a piece of wood over top of that,
Yeah.
and you can make it wood.
Make it look rustic.
Yeah. So there's
You
this
didn't know
is-
I know that word, did you?
rustic, rustic. And so just the strength in this,
Yeah.
creating this a little bit more weight. But oh my gosh, I'm sure that once we get this done, you could roll it over.
Yeah.
And stand up and just go with it.
You
Look, it'll
could.
be a house.
Yeah.
This is a super strong
Yeah.
home with this extra steel in. You can see, look, you can see his welds in here.
Yep. There's the bead.
Yep. It's a good bead.
Yep.
Yep. So, all right, we're going to go into production and get this thing going. I want to get the walls up today.
Really quick, what can you pull? What has to pull this? And the house.
Well,
A Volkswagen?
Volkswagen.
It will.
I'm hoping we're going to be under between 2,000 and 2,500 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I hope we're working with.
All right.
Yep.
Anything from a Blazer to a 150 pickup is all you need.
No problem.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tim.
That Colorado will pull it
Yeah, sure
right
will.
there.
Yeah.
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 So this is, listen, Gypsy Wagon 15,000 for the first 25. We already sold 2. This is our first one going up. He's ready to pump them out. For the first 25, we're adding a wood profile on the outside, board and batten, some rustic stuff on it. We're gonna put our own wood windows, cutting our glass, putting it
You
in.
wait
It's,
until see what this looks like, and we get
it is
Melanie
gonna
with
look
the decorated-
awesome.
It's gonna look nice.
I'm running in the shop right now and I'm gonna cut the rafters out. I can't wait to get this thing
I want to see that part.
Yeah,
There you go.
Him running in the shop.
that's right. That's been a while.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where's everybody going?
It's lunchtime.
He's not supposed to leave.
What is this? Look at here.
Oh my, one day.
Look at his haircut, Randy.
He looks like he's 12. Look at him. Oh my God.
He's cool, ain't he?
Yeah, he is.
Ah.
Get out of here. Go get you some lunch. No, get out of here.
Hey, yeah, go. There you go.
All right. Thank you guys.
Look at him. Them boys, they're bad.
Oh, that's nice.
we are headed in to the shop with the Gypsy wagon trailer. Bernstein just left. He just brought this, and Randy's gonna pull it in over at the shop. He said he's gonna have them go ahead and throw the walls up, just like right after lunch. The guys are on lunch right now, and he is going to have them just throw some walls up on it. Like, oh, okay. But look how that's shaped. See how it's taller? Up on the top, it's just got that framework. It's almost like a, it reminds me of a, what was that bed back in the 80s? Like a canopy. That's it, a canopy bed. Remember us girls wanted those canopy beds? I never got one. I always wanted one. But they were so beautiful and fancy, had that framework. But this is pretty similar to that. And he's gonna have the, you know, the round. Remember how he did his mom's tiny house with the wagon? And it's gonna be very wagon-like. This is the Incred-I-Wagon. Gypsy style is what we're gonna do with this one. So this is the porch right here at the end that we talked about in the video. And one of the good things too is this is wired up. So this has got lights for safety and for travel. I mean, it's basically a travel trailer, you know. You can add amenities to it. This is $15,000. So we're gonna put that together. Randy's gonna take it around here, have the guys put up the walls, and let's see what actually gets done today. I mean, the trailer just arrived, so let's see.
Let's see here. 102, 8'6". $102. All right, I'm gonna cut some rafters for it.
Okay.
You wanna go watch?
Sure.
Come on. Everybody's going
to lunch.
Yes. So, I've got this idea.
Okay.
How are you, buddy? Good.
Hey.
So, all right, so this is a shed my son and I built a long time ago. You see this live edge? I think a splash of this live edge, this is a live edge fascia, corners, but you don't want to put all that on there. Look at him looking at it.
Isn't that cool?
I know it.
That is so cool.
But I love this bark. And all this is just a facade. It doesn't help it weather, or it's not a pro or a con. It's just for looks, right? So you can put anything you want on the outside of these foam panel homes. And these are our panels that we'll be putting together when they get back from lunch. They're going to put these and build the walls and everything we need.
Okay.
Excuse me. I told Bernstein. Let me see what he wants.
Yeah.
So with the live edge, that's a splash of what I want to put on it on these first 25. So I'm just going to kind of have the artistical freedom to make it look really
Well, even if this isn't a
exciting.
customer, we may keep this one. I don't know.
Yeah.
This may be the one we keep.
I know. So on the rafters, it's going to be a round rafter or arched, right, on the top.
What's this place?
That's a dump.
What a dump.
Who would ever paint their door green?
What is that?
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
This is the land of misfits.
Is it? It's very clean.
Yeah.
Thanks to me.
Thanks to me.
That's right. We are the misfit boys.
He's going to make somebody a good wife, ain't he?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So have you all got any 1x12 that's, I need an 8'6"?
I don't have one. I mean, I have 6 foot right here.
Okay. If you, could you get me a board?
Sure.
It's 10 or 12, but whatever.
There's some next door I can go grab.
Okay, good. Let me get one. And I'm gonna make a pattern. So what I was thinking about is we'll arch the top, right?
Okay.
So it's a 1x12, it's 11 1/4. I'm gonna arch the top, and then underneath, instead of arching it completely underneath, I'm gonna give it some design, and maybe having a finial or whatever you call them in the middle, maybe drill a couple holes, make that a pattern, boom, boom, boom. But there's only 4 or 5 inside the house. You look up, and then what we can do, we can put our panels over top of that, or we can actually put 1-bys and have a wood ceiling under it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make this one dolled up a little bit.
This
to
is
give
going
you
to
an
be
idea.
ours. We have to keep one because people are going to come and they want to tour it.
Yeah.
So we have to have the first
So
one.
I'm gonna doll this up a little bit to give you an idea what it can look like.
Okay.
Now people
Sure.
are gonna say, well, how do you arch that? And I'm not making it like a half circle. I'm making it a small arch because to me, gypsy wagons, the ones
Yes.
I've seen, it's not like a wagon. It's an arch on it. So I think, and this is what's fun about this, is putting it on it and kind of see what our materials do.
Okay.
And we're also gonna have a foam roof on it, foam floor, no 2x6s, nothing on the floor. The whole thing's made out of foam and steel. This thing cannot fall apart. It can't rot. It's just gonna be completely a fortress. I mean, you're talking generations this thing will be.
this is great. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
And I'm hoping, I can't wait to see the weight. If that's 600 pounds, I know the panels aren't going to be hardly even that. So the only thing is the wood will give it some weight to it. you know?
Okay. Yep.
So,
All right.
most handsome guy we got working here.
Listen,
But
Josh's a looker.
he is hot.
Josh is a looker.
I mean, Matthew McConaughey ain't got a hand on him.
Listen,
Can't buy Brad Pitt.
him and his
needs to
wife
cry.
are the cutest couple you'll ever see. The cutest.
Good. All right. Was that 12-footer?
Probably.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big one.
Good deal. I'm going to use your chop saw, and I'm going to sew. We got a notch out of that, so I'll just go ahead, mark this 8'6", 102. Awesome. And then we'll try to make a pattern out of this.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut it here. We're going to find the center, and we're going to try to make this an arch and come down on both sides. And then we're going to, I'm thinking about a design that I want, and it'll probably come up and maybe come down.
Oh, cute.
Come down here.
Yes.
We'll drill a hole, and then come back down here, and that'll be the rafter. And then we'll build probably 5 or 6 of these.
Okay.
And we'll gang cut them, which means we'll do a ton of them,
Yes.
mark them, cut them all out, and then we'll sand them a little bit, and then we got them stacked up, and the guys just put them together.
What's great is like taking something like this that is so custom, but you're making it as an assembly line. So you're
Yeah.
making it very, kind of cookie
That's
cutter,
how we
but
keep
in
the
a
cost
custom
down.
way.
That's the only way you can sell these for what we're doing. it for.
Exactly. It's the only way.
So we give it a little bit of personality, but it's on an assembly line, mass
Okay.
production.
All right.
Awesome. Isn't this awesome? I remember when we got here, Bryce and I built this building,
I remember.
and that roof back there, see that little roof? That we left the remnants of that roof.
there.
That's what the original shop used to be, right
That
there.
was it right there.
And then we built a shop on top of that shop.
I know.
We built out of telephone poles. All this whole shop is built out of
Look at the panels.
leftover
See,
material.
look at all the panels
Yes.
right there. And then here's the telephone pole right
It's all
here.
out of scrap. The whole place.
Incredible to be cheesy.
Incredible.
Look, Randy, look at that one right there. Telephone pole.
Yeah. And
Do
these
what
were
you gotta
left.
do.
These were left on the 34 acres when we bought this place. There were like 20 telephone poles.
So we got to use
And
them.
then somebody gave me these 1x. They're 1x12s.
Yeah.
They're not even true boards. They're finger jointed.
Yeah.
And so I glued and screwed them together and created a rafter. Because I almost got them for free. Man, we've come a ways. ain't we?
And we had no money then either. So
And I don't have a pencil.
I thought you just had one.
Oh, look.
Look there. Josh has got you.
They all take good care of me.
Yeah, they do. It's great. Shop looks great.
Yeah, you know what? It's nice to have everybody really care about.
Care. That's right.
All right, so we got that. And I don't want to come up here because this is what we call the meat. So we don't want to come up, I want to no less than 3. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit.
Okay.
So I've got to make an arch from here to here. Remember how you used to do it on a piece of paper? And you'd cut it out and then you could fold it out?
Yeah.
I wish I could do that here, but
So you're almost like a hairstylist. You don't want to take off too much in case you have to take off some more. You don't want to do too much all at once.
yeah. So I may come in So let's just
Can
let me
you
just
draw it?
Yeah, but it's hard to
Oh.
mimic it on the other side until you
Sure.
cut it in half and flip it. You know,
Mhm.
which I don't want to do that. You know what I might do?
Okay.
I may take this one.
There you go.
Let's do this, and I'll cut this one
Okay.
and then flip it over.
Okay. There you go.
All right, so we got that. Yep. So if this was the end one, that's the center. Let me see what we got from here. Let's see, half of 4'3" is 2'1½". So that's half of that. We are up 3 inches here. That's 11 1/4. So half of 11 1/4 is 10, 12, 10. That's 11 1/4 is here. But that's 3. So I may go up 3 more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So hang on just a second. Let me think here. What do I got? This is a jig he's got. So if I go from here to here, I don't want a straight line.
This is like this old house
I know it.
or tool time.
Yeah. So I've got to come from here to here to make this thing round. Isn't that cool? Yep, and then it'll go back down over there.
Okay.
So hopefully, I know everybody's saying, well, what line are you going to cut, Randy? I don't know yet.
Just go in the middle.
I'm just trying to get us an idea about this. And if I had a cardboard or a piece of paper, I could do that, but I don't know. Sometimes I just like to go for it and just, I don't know, just see what I can do.
Sure.
You know?
That's the being creative. And this is something new.
And then now I've got the bottom part. Now the bottom part, we have that angle iron. It comes in here like this.
Mm-hmm.
So this will sit right on the angle iron, and we've got a base. So I think it's 2 inches on the bottom. So I'm going to come in a little bit. I'm going to come in 3 inches right there.
Okay.
And then this is going to be, I don't want to come more than here. So if we start angling it up, we're making our arch, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'd like to do is get a little bit meatier in here. I can
Okay.
see this coming. This is what I was thinking. What if it went like this? Something like this. And then the other one come like that, and you got a point in the middle.
Okay.
We can drill it a hole in there. It kind of gives it some cool look.
Okay.
And then this is a rafter. You want to get a little bit thicker as you go in the middle.
So just for wood for dummies 101. What is a rafter?
Rafters is your ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Holds up your roof. Those are rafters up there.
Those are rafters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And so I've got to think also, this has got to be mass produced.
Yeah.
So we don't want to get it too complicated either.
Mhm.
I was thinking in the middle here, this one would be kind of cool to come down like this. And then come up on the rafter, and we drill a hole right here.
Because then after what you do is you make a pattern.
Yep. And I'm going to cut this out, flip it over, draw it on. I'll
And
draw
do
it
it
on
over
this
here.
one, flip it over, and draw it on that, and hopefully it'll be the same on both ends.
Okay.
This one right here, I don't like this sharp edge.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to come back here and come down,
There you go.
right? And have a little bit more meat right there.
Mm-hmm.
And why? I have no idea. I just have a feeling. I just playing with it, you know?
Oh, I bet they're being quiet for us. Do they need to be quiet? They can work, right?
No, he was
Yes.
working earlier,
okay.
I think. Well,
Okay.
I'm about done. Well, I'm going to get a saw, get this cut out. We'll
Okay.
come back and I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay.
All right. It's like this old house, just like you said.
It is. It's like a sewing machine.
I've got to go slow because I really don't know what line I'm going to do. I'm just kind of playing with it. You know, I remember the Hobbit house that we built.
Yeah.
It was the same way. I just kind of did what I wanted.
Yep.
Sounds like a video game.
It does sound like a video game.
You know, and to cut this out, if we would have made it straight, it'd have been a lot quicker. But you want to add personality to a little
It
bit of
needs
that.
some character to it. Yeah.
Now, a jigsaw may be a lot quicker than this bandsaw. I haven't used one of these in a while, so I thought, I'm going to give it a shot.
Why not? It's the first one. This is a research and development.
That's right.
R&D.
I'm going to go on the other side, grab this board in a minute.
Hey, Carlos. We're almost to the finish line.
That piece is going to fall off. There we go.
Okay.
Awesome. We'll sand that up.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut this line
Okay.
with that jigsaw.
Okay.
Let's see what it does. Ah. That's half
Wow.
of it. So we never know. We may have to redo it. May not work, but let's try it. So we're gonna put that on here. I'm gonna get my pencil again. I gave it back to him. Got that. That. And have a true arch. You got a little dip in that.
Yeah.
That gives it character, doesn't it?
Yep.
Now I'm gonna flip this over. Go here. Go from there to here. See how this does.
This is cool. Wow.
So there's the Raptor. It sits right here in that angle iron. I'm gonna come up here. I like to drill some sort of a hole here. I think gives it character.
Yeah.
I may do something in here. I'm thinking about maybe I don't know, something like that there. And then another circle here.
Okay.
And then when you look up, you know, I may not even make this that long. Now, this angle iron is at 84 inches, 7 foot high.
Okay.
So even the bottom of that is nice. It's at 7 feet, so it's not going to really be in the way.
Right.
I think, but I don't want it to be too pronounced either.
Right.
You know, so this might here make me have to cut off a little bit. So I want to build it.
I say longer and then go.
And then we can cut it off.
Then we can
Right.
cut it off. Yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah.
So we made half, flipped it over, did it like this. I'm going to go ahead, cut this out with a jigsaw, and then sand it. Take that little dip out. We may make that a little cross here to make it a little bit better. And then I'll build probably 5 of these, 6 of these while the guys are putting walls together.
Okay.
And boop, 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 put a roof on it. And I hope we can have a roof on this thing by the end of the day. Now today it's already 12:30. We're already out of lunch. Guys are going back to work.
Yeah.
We work till 5:30. So we'll see.
All right.
We'll see what we get done. Awesome. I'll do the, that's it.
Wow.
I'm gonna drill a couple holes in here. Let's see if they got that. And sand this baby up. Have you got a drill with some, yeah, just, what is it, inch and a half, something? Good. To have a,
Hold it up away from the wood so we can see like the whole design. There we go. Yes. Look at that.
and of course you can, even if somebody, after somebody bought this, they could do something with it, you know? Let's see here. So there's the center. Look at Amanda. I put that hole and I just guessed.
Right in the center.
Yes.
My God, you're amazing.
I am amazing.
You're Mr. Incredible.
All right, you're gonna do down 5.5 inches.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, so this, what's this, 1.5 inches?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go down 3/4. Okay, so
That's my 2-inch one.
that's a 2-inch? Okay. I'm gonna put the center right here, so the hole will be right here. I'm gonna leave as much meat up here as I can. And then I'm gonna come up here about 2 inches, and that'll be the center.
Now we've got a meeting with Chad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
4'3", 29.
We might have to hold it just for a little bit.
Okay. There's 29 inches, 2 inches up. This is what we'll do right there.
Okay.
So 29 inches. That's right on the money. 29, 2 inches up. That's where that hole goes. So let me go ahead and put them in and we'll be done.
All right, there you go.
I got to sand it a little bit, but.
All right.
We'll see how sharp this is. What you got on here, buddy? Crank it that way. There you go. I'm gonna blow the backside, but I gotta get going and I got it on hammer. Let me take it off that. And we got this one. And this one.
Now that is cool.
We'll sand it, make it look a little prettier.
Okay.
And we'll build a few of these and then we'll stack them across and put our wood across it.
All right.
Now 1x, people thinking, well, is that strong enough? This is way strong. I built an entire house with 1x before on a roof.
Really?
For my folks. Strongest house I ever built. And it was a 1x12 rafters. So, and this is only spanning 8 feet.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. All these pistol marks off of here. It looks better. We could make a point right there, but look and see. You guys, I'm running through this really quick, so we'll come back and perfect this a little bit.
Yeah.
Give it a quick sanding before we finish it up. Yeah, pretty.
Beautiful.
And there you have it.
That is pretty.
So there's the first Rafters. Yep.
Oh, look at that. There we go. Yes. Beautiful.
And we'll
All
make
right.
a series of these inside the roof of the house. Think about all this craftsmanship going into a $15,000 house. Is that
Pretty cool.
We're nuts, aren't we?
Oh, but clearly.
You can't beat this Gypsy wagon. I'm going to tell you right now, if you bought it for 15, there's nowhere in the country you're going to buy anything less than probably 35 or 40 grand
Absolutely.
or more. I haven't even looked.
No idea.
I just know by looking, you know. So, oh, did you show that video of that Gypsy wagon I found?
No, not yet. I can
Okay.
put that on this video if you want me to.
I found a Gypsy wagon when I was with my son out in Colorado last weekend, and it was a Gypsy wagon on the side of it. I took a video and sent it to Amanda, and
I'll put it on the end of this one so everybody can see it.
all right,
Okay.
here you go.
All
Let's
right.
go we got to make a few more of these, so
I
I'm
know.
going to set this up here, come back and make some more.
All right.